Chosen ones, this isn't just another video, and it's not by chance that you're here. Something bigger is at play, something you may not fully see yet but can already feel deep down. You've felt it for a while, haven't you? That pull, that sense that there's more waiting for you, that you're meant for something greater. It's not your imagination, and it's not just wishful thinking. You've been guided here for a reason, and I want you to hear me when I say this is your moment. Life hasn't been easy for you. There have been struggles, setbacks, and moments where you've wondered if things would ever fall into place. But those tough times? They weren't for nothing. They were shaping you, preparing you, building a version of you that's ready to handle what's coming next. And let me tell you, what's coming next is big. Bigger than you've ever dreamed. But first, you need to open your heart and mind to the possibility that it's already on its way. I want you to think about something for a second. What if all the challenges you've faced were never meant to hold you back, but to set you up for something incredible? What if everything you've been through was leading you to this very moment? Stay with me, because by the time we're done, you'll start to see why things are happening the way they are. You'll understand why your life is about to change and why you've always felt like you were meant for something extraordinary. Let's be real, this isn't just a random video you clicked on. It's not some accident that you're here listening to these words. You're here because you're ready to hear them. You're ready to step into the next chapter of your life, the one where you stop just surviving and start thriving. But here's the thing, you need to stay until the end. There's something here for you that will shift the way you see your future. Don't miss it. Your moment is here, chosen one, and it's time to claim it. Let's get real for a second. How many times have you asked yourself, why is my life so hard? Be honest. You've had days where it felt like everything was falling apart, right? Like no matter what you do, you're stuck, spinning your wheels, trying to move forward but never getting anywhere. I get it. You've been through things that most people wouldn't even understand. You've faced struggles that have knocked you down so many times you lost count. But here's the thing, you got back up. Every single time. That's not just luck, and it's definitely not random. That's something special inside you. Something unshakable, even when everything around you felt broken. And do you know what that something is? It's proof. Proof that you are different. Proof that you're meant for something bigger. Look, I know life hasn't been easy for you. But what if I told you it wasn't supposed to be? What if I told you that all those moments of pain and doubt were preparing you? What if the struggles weren't meant to hold you back, but to shape you into the person you're destined to be? Think about it. All the times you questioned yourself, felt like giving up, wondered if you were even on the right path. What if they were there for a reason? What if every setback, every heartbreak, every closed door was the universe whispering, not yet. You're not ready, but you will be. Because let me tell you, chosen one, you're ready now. That's why you're here. That's why you're hearing this. I know what you're thinking, why me? Why can't my life just be normal? Let me tell you something straight, normal isn't your story. It never was. You've always been different, and you've always known it. You felt it in your gut, even if you couldn't explain it. You've never been the type to follow the crowd or settle for less than you deserve. You've always had this fire in you, this pull towards something greater. And let me tell you, you're not imagining it. That fire? It's real. It's your calling. And yes, it's made your path harder, but that's because you're not here to live an ordinary life. You're here to stand out. You're here to rise above. Think back for a second. Every time you've hit rock bottom, you climbed back up. It wasn't easy, and it wasn't pretty, but you did it. And you didn't just survive, you came out stronger, smarter, more determined. Let me ask you this, if your journey had been easy, would you be as tough as you are now? Would you be ready to handle the opportunities that are waiting for you? Of course not. The truth is, the greatest versions of ourselves are built in the hardest moments. And chosen one, you've been through the fire. But guess what? You're still here. And that says everything about who you are. Here's what I need you to understand, none of this has been random. Not the struggles, not the setbacks, not even the moments when you felt like giving up. It's all been part of something bigger. You've been walking a path that's been designed specifically for you. Not for anyone else, for you. Why? Because you're different. You're chosen. You've been set apart for something extraordinary, something that not everyone is meant to do. And yes, that's a heavy burden. But it's also a gift. You see, the challenges you faced, they weren't meant to stop you. They were meant to prepare you. Every heartbreak, every failure, every no was building you, shaping you, turning you into the kind of person who can handle what's coming next. And trust me, what's coming next is big. Bigger than you've dreamed. Bigger than you can even imagine right now. But here's the thing, you had to go through those struggles to be ready for it. If it had come to you any sooner, you wouldn't have been able to handle it. But now? Now you're ready. You might not feel it yet, but deep down, you know it's true. You know there's something inside you that's different, something that sets you apart. That's why you've never fit into the mold. That's why your path has been so unique. It's because you're not here to blend in. You're here to stand out. You've always known it, haven't you? You've always felt like you were meant for more. And that feeling? It wasn't wrong. You are meant for more. Let me tell you one more thing. The things you've been through? They weren't just struggles. They were stepping stones. Every fall, every failure, every tear, it's all been leading you here. Right now. To this moment. And now that you're here, it's time to stop questioning yourself. It's time to stop looking back and asking, why me? It's time to start looking forward and saying, what's next? Because, chosen one, what's next for you is incredible. It's bigger than anything you've ever imagined, and it's waiting for you to step into it. You're not broken. You're not unlucky. You're not behind. You're chosen. You've been chosen for something extraordinary, and now it's time to rise into it. This is your moment. This is your time. So stop doubting yourself. Stop holding back. And get ready to claim what's yours. You've earned it. You're ready for it. And it's waiting. You are here for a reason. Right now, at this very moment, there's something bigger than all of us at work in your life. You may not see it clearly yet, but deep down, you can feel it. It's that pull inside of you, that voice that whispers, you're meant for more. It's not your imagination. It's not just a passing thought. It's real, and it's powerful. Let me tell you something, you've been chosen. Chosen for a purpose that's greater than anything you've experienced so far. Let's take a moment to reflect. Think back on everything you've been through, the highs, the lows, and all the moments in between. There were times when you felt unstoppable, like you could take on the world, and there were times when you felt like you couldn't take another step. But here's the thing, every single moment, good and bad, was part of your journey. They weren't random. They were shaping you, molding you, preparing you for what's coming next. And trust me, what's coming next is beyond anything you can imagine. You see, nothing in your life has been wasted. Not the pain, not the struggle, not the tears. Every setback, every disappointment, every time you thought about giving up was building you into the person you were created to be. It was preparing you for a season of growth, abundance, and fulfillment. And now, that season is closer than you think. It's right there, waiting for you to step into it. But first, you need to believe it's possible. You need to open your heart and mind to the idea that your best days aren't behind you, they're ahead of you. Let me share something with you. Faith isn't just about believing in what you can see. It's about trusting in what you can't. It's about knowing, deep in your soul, that you're being guided, even when the path feels unclear. That's the beauty of divine timing. It doesn't work on our schedule, it works on the perfect schedule. And yes, I know waiting can be hard. It can feel like nothing's happening, like your prayers are going unanswered. But let me tell you this, just because you can't see it yet doesn't mean it's not happening. The work is being done. The pieces are falling into place. And when the time is right, everything will come together in a way that will leave you in awe. Here's the truth about being chosen, it's not always easy. It means you've been set apart. It means your path is different, and sometimes that can feel lonely. But it also means you're here to do something extraordinary, something only you can do. That's why your struggles have been so specific, so personal. They were never meant to stop you, they were meant to strengthen you. Because what's waiting for you requires more than just talent or luck. It requires faith, resilience, and the kind of strength that can only come from walking through the fire. Now, let's talk about what's waiting on the other side. I want you to picture your life without limits. Imagine waking up every day knowing you're exactly where you're supposed to be. Imagine abundance flowing into your life, not just financial abundance, but abundance in love, peace, and purpose. Imagine having the freedom to do what you love, to help others, to make an impact in ways you've only dreamed about. That life? It's not just possible. It's waiting for you. But here's the thing, you have to claim it. It's not enough to want it. You have to believe it's already yours. You have to act as if it's already happening. Start by declaring it out loud. Say, I am abundant. I am chosen. I am ready for all the blessings coming my way. Don't just say it, feel it. Believe it. Let those words sink in and start to shift the way you see yourself. Your words have power. They shape your reality. When you speak life over yourself, when you declare who you are and where you're going, the universe listens. Doors start to open. Opportunities start to find you. People start to show up in your life who can help you get to the next level. But it all starts with you. It starts with believing you're worthy of the life you want. And let me tell you something, you are worthy. You've always been worthy. Even when you doubted yourself, even when you made mistakes, even when you felt like you weren't enough, you were always worthy. You are here for a reason. You have a purpose that no one else can fulfill. And the world needs what you have to offer. So stop holding back. Stop playing small. It's time to step into your calling. Let me leave you with this, your journey isn't over. In fact, it's just beginning. Everything you've been through was preparing you for this moment. This is your time. Your time to rise. Your time to believe. Your time to step into the life you were created for. So take a deep breath, let go of the doubt, and claim what's yours. You are chosen. You are ready. And your best days are ahead of you. Now go make it happen. Let's pause for a moment, because this is where things get real. I'm not just here to talk at you, I want you to take action. Right now, I need you to do something that's going to shift your energy and set the tone for everything you want to bring into your life. First, in the comments below, type 777. Yes, it's that simple. Just 3 little numbers, but here's what they mean: alignment, abundance, and purpose. Typing those numbers isn't just a random action, it's a declaration. It's you saying to the universe, I'm ready. I'm open. I'm stepping into the life I deserve. Now, don't stop there. Hit that like button, not for me, but for yourself. Let that action be a signal, a little moment where you tell yourself and the world that you're committed to this journey. And if this message is speaking to you, if it's stirring something deep inside, share it. Send it to someone who needs to hear it, someone who could use a little light in their life right now. Because here's the thing, when you share something positive, you're not just helping someone else. You're amplifying that same energy in your own life. Alright, let's talk about gratitude. It's such a simple thing, but it's one of the most powerful tools you have. I want you to take a moment and think about one thing you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be huge, it can be as simple as having a roof over your head or a meal on your table. Whatever it is, hold on to that feeling of gratitude. Say it out loud, thank you. Gratitude is like a magnet. The more you focus on what you already have, the more you attract into your life. It's not just about saying thank you, it's about feeling it in your heart. So take a moment every day to reflect on your blessings, no matter how small they might seem. Trust me, it makes a difference. Now, I want to give you a couple of simple steps to get you aligned with the energy of abundance. These aren't big, overwhelming things, they're small, doable actions that will help you stay focused and intentional. First, I want you to visualize your future. And I don't mean a vague picture of happiness or success. I want you to get specific. Close your eyes and see yourself living the life you want. Where are you? What are you doing? Who's with you? How does it feel? The more clearly you can see it, the more real it becomes. Take a few minutes every day to do this, when you wake up, before you go to bed, or even in the middle of a busy day. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's aligning your mind with your goals. Next, start speaking affirmations over your life. I know it might feel awkward at first, but trust me, it works. Words have power. They shape the way you think, and the way you think shapes the way you act. So start declaring the life you want out loud. Say things like, I am abundant. I am aligned. I am ready to receive all the blessings coming my way. Don't just say it once, repeat it until you believe it. Repeat it until it feels like a fact, not just a wish. Another step? Start taking small actions that move you toward your goals. You don't need to have everything figured out, and you don't need to take massive leaps right away. Just take one step. Maybe it's setting a goal for the day. Maybe it's reaching out to someone who inspires you. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you want to achieve this week. Whatever it is, take that first step, and then the next. Each action, no matter how small, is a way of telling yourself, I'm serious about this. I'm not just waiting for things to happen, I'm making them happen. And here's a big one, start surrounding yourself with positivity. That doesn't mean you have to cut people out of your life, but it does mean you need to be mindful of what you're letting in. Are you spending your time with people who lift you up or bring you down? Are you consuming content that inspires you or content that drains you? Start filling your world with things that feed your soul, books, videos, conversations, anything that makes you feel motivated and empowered. Finally, don't forget to celebrate the small wins. Every time you take a step forward, every time you notice a shift, no matter how small, take a moment to acknowledge it. Say thank you. Celebrate it. Those little moments of progress are what build momentum, and that momentum is what leads to the big changes. So let's recap. Comment 777 as a declaration of your alignment. Like and share this message to amplify your intentions. Reflect on what you're grateful for every single day. Visualize your future and make it real in your mind. Speak affirmations over your life until you believe them. Take small, intentional steps toward your goals and surround yourself with positivity. This is your time. The energy you put out into the world is what comes back to you, so make it count. You've got this. Let's make it happen. Let me tell you a story. Imagine a seed planted in the ground. It's tiny, almost invisible beneath the soil, but it holds the potential for something incredible. Day after day, it sits in darkness, surrounded by dirt, waiting. It doesn't see the sunlight, doesn't feel the wind. From the outside, it looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, something amazing is taking place. Roots are forming, growth is beginning. And then one day, when the time is just right, that little seed breaks through the soil, reaching toward the light. It becomes a tree, standing tall and strong, bearing fruit that nourishes others. That seed? That's you. You've been planted. The challenges you faced, the struggles that seemed like they would break you, were actually preparing you. They were the soil, the darkness, the foundation. And now, you're about to break through. But here's the thing, that growth, that breakthrough, isn't just about you. Just like a tree provides shade, fruit, and shelter, your success is meant to serve a bigger purpose. Let's talk about faith for a moment. Faith is like that seed's belief that the sunlight is out there, even when it can't see it. It's trusting that, even in the darkest moments, something greater is at work. And I know you've had those dark moments. Times when you felt buried by life, when it seemed like no matter what you did, nothing was moving forward. But here's the truth, you weren't buried, you were planted. And the difference between the two is everything. Buried means the end, but planted? Planted means a new beginning. Perseverance is what keeps you going when it feels like nothing is happening. It's what allows you to keep moving forward even when you can't see the results yet. Think about your own journey. How many times have you wanted to give up? How many times have you looked at your circumstances and thought, this isn't working? Maybe I should stop trying. But you didn't. You kept going. And that perseverance? That's what's going to take you to the next level. Now, let's go deeper. Have you ever wondered why you've always felt a little different? Why your dreams have always been bigger, why your vision for your life has always been so much more than just getting by? That's not random. It's not a coincidence. It's alignment. You were designed for something extraordinary. You were chosen to be a part of a divine plan, one that's bigger than anything you can imagine right now. And yes, that means your path has been harder. It's never easy to walk a road that not everyone is meant to walk. But that's because you're not here to live an ordinary life. You're here to live a life of impact. Let's talk about wealth. For a lot of people, wealth feels like this far-off thing, something reserved for the lucky or the privileged. But let me tell you, wealth isn't just about money. It's about alignment. It's about stepping into your purpose and using your gifts to create something that benefits not just you, but everyone around you. Wealth is a tool. It's energy. It flows to those who are ready to use it wisely, who understand that it's not just for personal gain, it's for transformation. Think about it this way: money in the hands of someone aligned with their purpose becomes a force for good. It builds schools, feeds the hungry, heals the sick, and creates opportunities. That's what you're being prepared for. Your billions, yes, your billions, are not just about luxury or status. They're about impact. They're about using the abundance that flows into your life to create ripples of change that touch the lives of others. But let's get real for a second. I know the idea of billions might feel impossible. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, me? A billionaire? That's not for me. But let me ask you this: why not you? Why not someone who's walked through the fire, who's faced the struggles, who's learned the lessons? Why not someone who understands what it's like to have nothing, and therefore knows how to appreciate and use abundance responsibly? You've been prepared for this. Every hard moment, every tear, every sleepless night has been building you into someone who can handle the responsibility that comes with great wealth. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a world where your wealth isn't just sitting in a bank account, but it's out there making a difference. You're funding scholarships for kids who didn't think they'd ever get a chance. You're building homes for families who've been through tough times. You're investing in businesses that bring jobs and hope to communities. Your wealth becomes a legacy, something that lives on long after you. That's the kind of impact you're being called to make. And that's why your journey has been so specific, so challenging. Because it's not just about you, it's about the lives you're going to touch. Let's bring this back to you for a moment. Right now, you might feel like you're still in that dark place, still waiting to break through the soil. And that's okay. That's part of the process. But I need you to hear this: your moment is coming. The roots you've been growing, the foundation you've been building, is about to bear fruit. And when it does, it's going to be bigger and better than you ever imagined. But you have to stay the course. You have to keep believing, keep moving, keep trusting that what's meant for you is already on its way. Say this with me: I am abundant. I am aligned. I am ready to receive everything that is meant for me. Let those words sink in. Let them become your truth. Because the moment you start believing it, the moment you start acting as if it's already true, is the moment everything begins to shift. Your wealth, your purpose, your impact, it's all waiting for you. But you have to step into it. So here's the heart of the message: you are not here by accident. You are part of a larger plan, a cosmic design that's been working behind the scenes to prepare you for this moment. Your wealth is not just for you, it's a tool for transformation. It's a gift that will allow you to create change, to leave a legacy, to make a difference in ways you've only dreamed of. And all of it starts with faith. Faith in yourself, faith in your purpose, and faith that everything you've been through has been leading you to this moment. You are not buried. You are planted. And now, it's time to grow. It's time to rise. It's time to claim the abundance that's already yours and use it to make the world a better place. This is your calling, chosen one. Step into it. You've noticed it, haven't you? That feeling that something is shifting. Maybe it's subtle, small changes, little moments that feel too perfect to be random. Or maybe it's louder, a sudden opportunity, a conversation that sparks an idea you can't stop thinking about. These aren't coincidences. They're signs. They're proof that your life is moving in a direction that's aligned with your purpose. And the more you tune into them, the clearer they'll become. Think about a door you once thought was permanently closed. Maybe it was a job opportunity, a relationship, or an idea you gave up on because it felt out of reach. Now, what if that door wasn't locked? What if it's slowly opening, waiting for you to notice? These are the moments where your faith and awareness come into play. The signs are there, you just have to see them for what they are. Now, let's ground this in truth. Say it out loud, I am chosen. Those words aren't just for comfort, they're a reminder of who you are. You've been through too much to believe you're ordinary. Everything you've faced has prepared you for this moment, and saying, I am chosen, isn't just about acknowledgement, it's about claiming it. You are chosen to rise above, to step into abundance, and to make an impact that only you can make. Add this one, I am ready to receive. And really feel it when you say it. It's not just about saying you're ready, it's about shifting your energy into a state of openness. It's about releasing the doubts, the hesitation, and the fear that have held you back. Because here's the thing, abundance doesn't flow where there's resistance. It flows where there's trust, belief, and action. So when you declare, I am ready to receive, you're not just asking for blessings, you're opening the door for them. Faith is the foundation of everything. And I'm not talking about blind faith or just hoping things will magically work out. I'm talking about a deep trust that, even when the path feels unclear, you're still moving in the right direction. Faith is what keeps you going when the signs feel small, when the progress feels slow, and when doubt creeps in. It's what gives you the strength to take one more step, even when you can't see the whole staircase. Look around you. The signs are already there. Maybe it's in the people who've come into your life recently, the opportunities that have started showing up, or even the way you're beginning to feel more inspired. These are all pieces of the puzzle, all leading you towards something bigger. But you have to meet them halfway. You have to step into that energy with confidence and conviction. Let's simplify it. Start with the words, I am chosen. I am ready to receive. I am abundant. Say them every day. Say them until they don't feel like words anymore. Say them until they feel like truth. Because they are. And as you speak those words, start looking for ways to back them up with action. What's one thing you can do today to show you're ready? It doesn't have to be massive. It could be as simple as writing down your goals, reaching out to someone who inspires you, or taking a small step towards something you've been putting off. Whatever it is, do it. And then do the next thing. Momentum builds with small actions. You're not here by accident. The signs, the shifts, the opportunities, they're all part of a bigger plan. Your faith, your perseverance, and your actions are what bring that plan to life. So pay attention to the signs. Speak your affirmations. Take the steps. And know this, you're chosen, you're ready, and your abundance is already on its way. Keep going. It's closer than you think. You are not here by chance. You are not like everyone else. You've always felt it deep down, haven't you? That pull, that knowing, that you are meant for something greater. That's because you are. You are one of the chosen ones. Your journey, your struggles, your triumphs, they have all been preparing you for this moment. Every step you've taken, every challenge you've overcome, has been shaping you into the person you're destined to be. And now, it's time to step into that greatness. You are destined for more than just getting by. You are destined to rise, to thrive, and to create a life of abundance, not just for yourself, but for those around you. You've been set apart, chosen to make an impact that only you can make. The world is waiting for what you have to offer, and the time to start is now. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment is the one you choose to take action. If this message has spoken to you, don't keep it to yourself. Like this video, leave a comment, something simple like, "I am ready to claim my abundance," and share this with someone who needs to hear it too. And if you feel moved, support this message so we can continue spreading faith, hope, and empowerment to others just like you. Your abundance is closer than you think. It's not out of reach. It's waiting for you to step forward, to believe, and to claim it. This is your time, chosen one. Your greatness is already within you. Now it's up to you to embrace it and take the first step toward the life that's been waiting for you. Claim it now, it's yours.